Oh, yeah. Whose idea was this?
To go total Louisiana, just dig in and taste the culture.
I challenge people to find a bad meal. It's hard to do in Louisiana.
Great googly moogly. That is just amazing.
I want
you
some
can
of
eat
that.
some of that.
St. Tammany Parish, Louisiana's Northshore, where land meets Gulf and Creole meets Southern living.
Daddy's gonna eat it.
There are layers to this cuisine, and each layer tells a different story of life. Because here, food is life, and life is good.
It's gonna be a 4-episode type of a show. We may never leave.
This culinary journey is about the culture and the people that make the North Shore a great American food lover's destination.
I mean, they love food, they celebrate with food, they mourn with food. It's just part of this culture.
It's not that kind of comfort food. This is comforting to your soul.
We just got deep there.
We did.
You gonna let go of those blueberries in your hand?
It's our contribution to the world.
This is the Tammany Taste, and my job is to taste it all.
I think I found my happy place.
I got 5 more minutes till I get gone. And there ain't no changing the road I'm on.
Here, where Southern charm effortlessly flirts with the Big Easy, is St. Tammany Parish, Louisiana's North Shore. Between the bounty of the Gulf and the abundance of the Delta's farmlands, there is a farm-to-fork food culture that has been capturing the attention of Foodie Nation. My track will take my taste buds along the North Shore Sampler, one of the newly designated Louisiana culinary trails. If you've caught this show before, then you know I'm not a chef.
You're not a natural.
But if you love to eat, if you think every meal should be an event, a celebration, I know something about celebrate. It's not my birthday, but I am celebrating. So with the truth out of the way, let's take a bite out of this Tammany Taste.
Celebration is at the heart of the culinary scene in Louisiana. To eat like a local, you have to fest like a local. There are more festivals in this state than days in the year, and each one revels in what locals of all ages love: music, dancing, and food. It's never too early to learn that the true taste of a vibrant culture can actually be tasted or slurped.
I think she's getting a brain freeze. Look how fast she's eating it.
The number of festivals on Louisiana's North Shore is mind-numbing, and there's no better way to eat your way across the parish.
If you want to know what Louisiana cooking is all about, come to a festival, right?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely come to one of the festivals, one of many, sometimes 2 and 3 a weekend. It's fun. It's fun.
And if cooking and eating it isn't fun, there's no reason to do it, right?
No, if there ain't no fun in it, look at it. Plenty of fun in it.
Festival food is fun because here the cooks are encouraged to play with their food.
Why would you take a fresh, juicy Louisiana oyster and wrap it in bacon?
It's been a hit. We did this as just fooling around one day.
How much of Louisiana cooking is just playing?
I think it's all one way, shape, or form. Somebody's trying something every day.
With a new twist being created every day, you might want to start penciling in those fest dates now, because a taste of Louisiana awaits at every festival on the North Shore. If Louisiana is the festival capital of the world, then Mardi Gras is the undeniable ruler. And it isn't just one day. Mardi Gras is a whole season, like Christmas, with costumes, beads, and a sugary treat made for a king. A treat that fuels the royal rumpus called Carnival.
Mardi Gras season is synonymous with king cakes. You can't have one without the other.
The king cake has its roots in medieval France and Spain, but with more than 500,000 king cakes being sold each year during Carnival season, it has become Mardi Gras' sweetest institution. It's also become a Randazzo family tradition for over 50 years.
Randazzo's has been doing bakery since 1965 after Hurricane Betsy.
When Randazzo's Camellia City Bakery opened up in Slidell, the family business expanded its empire to the North Shore. And that business is making world-renowned king cakes.
We do everything because of tradition, from the babies inside the cake to the purple, green, and gold sugar to the purple, green, and gold sprinkles. Everything is tradition.
A family tradition they attempted to pass on to me.
We have to put the baby and hide it, so you can either go feet first or head first, whichever one. Hide your baby.
Hide the baby. For those who haven't experienced pure pastry joy, I know what you're thinking. Did she say baby?
Give it a bonus, baby.
What about the baby? I'm telling you, it's all about the baby. At the party, if you get the baby, you have to throw the next party. It's a must.
I'm ready to jump in this thing.
Take your hand, go like this, turn it around, get a scoop, show some of your color.
Show some of my color.
It's not as easy as it looks.
No, it's not.
You're looking good for your first time.
All right, there we go.
Okay, and then the next step is the sprinkles.
What do I do with this? You just...
There goes that sugar buzz.
At Randazzo's, they go old school, where each piece of dough is kneaded, cut, braided, and molded by hand. But one tradition their loyal customers demanded they stop was ending king cake season on Ash Wednesday, at the start of Lent.
We take special orders. They can be for birthdays, a baby shower, anything that somebody would want to celebrate. A party isn't a party without a king cake, especially during Mardi Gras.
Everything that is Mardi Gras is right here in this king cake. It's sweet, it's tasty, it's decadent, and it's way too much fun.
When they taste one of our king cakes, I want them to taste everything that goes into the king cake. I want them to experience that made with love from beginning to end aspect that we pride ourselves in.
A magical recipe of pride, love, and sugar. To catch all the culinary charms of the North Shore of Lake Pontchartrain in one evening is mission impossible. But each spring, the town of Covington does their best with the Chef Soiree. Food is the main event at the Chef Soiree.
It is a great social event in the community. I would say the event of the spring, but also for a very, very good cause. Youth Service Bureau does tremendous work with at-risk children.
From white linen to the finest fest fare, at this festival, the abundance is apparent.
It's a great cross-sampling of culinary interest in the parish. Most of the premier restaurants participate. You know, you've got beverages, you've got 60 or 70 different food tastings, so there's more than you could possibly eat.
This is what you look for at the Chef Soiree, a table that can barely keep up, because that means people are enjoying.
There's great demand for tickets, so it's a sellout every year.
Hello. Hi. I heard this was a place I had to stop at Chef Soiree.
Well, this is our Lola salad. It has cranberry vinaigrette, candy pecans, and blue cheese.
Television has one rule: never eat salad on TV, but this salad is so good. Keep filming, I don't care. I'm gonna keep eating. At a festival like Chef Soiree, one of the benefits to all the eats is discovering new destinations to add to your dining bucket list. My culinary trail along the Tammany Taste is growing. With just one taste of their salad in a festival setting, I knew I needed to add Lola to my North Shore eating itinerary. At an early age, Keith and Neely Friends both had aspirations of someday owning a successful restaurant. But the two had no idea they would be doing it as a husband and wife chef team in such a distinctive depot. I don't think people can grasp the fact that you are doing this in a caboose. If I told you 10 years ago you would be cooking some of the best seafood on the planet in a caboose, you would have said,
"You're crazy. I'm never working in a caboose."
So are you crazy?
I think we are.
What is crazy is the magic these two conjure up in such a limited space. So what are we doing with this? We're just gonna...
So we're gonna lightly, we're gonna blacken or bronze it, get that nice coat on there of the seasoning. With this, I'm gonna do some grilled shrimp. Oh, get a nice little sear on these with these grill marks.
And usually the only two in the caboose are you and Neely doing all the cooking.
Yes, my wife and I.
Okay, you can be honest.
It's great.
6 days a week.
6 days a week, 2 kids at home. It's great.
She's over at the shoulder. She's watching everything you do right now.
Like a hawk. Both of us are working at Brennan's restaurant on Royal Street. And then I was there for 5 years, and she was there, I think, 3 or 4. We met there, came here, opened the restaurant, just dating. And a year after, we got engaged and married. So, success on all 3 levels.
My lunch was looking at 4 levels of success.
And with the fish today, I'm gonna do some roasted fingerling potatoes. And then I made a succotash with black eyed peas, charred corn that I roasted on the grill, celery, onion, bell pepper, and carrots. It's a nice little southern dish. We always say, keep it simple, keep it fresh, keep it easy. Let the seafood speak for itself. We just compliment the seafood. Like we find things that make it stand out even more than it already does.
Where the Illinois Central once sped through Covington, now I enjoy the slow pace of what a meal at Lola is all about. Fresh Southern fare at the junction of Creole contemporary, all complemented by quality conversation and laughter. The latter provided by Chef Neely, the Southern California born and raised half of the caboose cooking husband and wife team.
What do you think the key to making world-famous seafood dishes is?
Keeping it simple. Because the star of the show is the seafood. You don't need all the other zhuzh. You just don't have to overthink it.
What's zhuzh?
You know, zhuzh.
I'm looking for the culinary definition of zhuzh.
I don't know.
The extra zhuzh.
I think I just came up with something.
Conversation, of course, turned to Neely's train of thought on going all Boxcar Willie for a kitchen.
Automatically when I walked in, I just felt like this was a special little secret. But I wanted it to be my secret. And then I wanted to share it with everybody.
Lola shares more than secrets.
I do a lot of the baking here, and all my recipes, for the most part, were my grandmother's recipes. And I've had like random people say, I just had a slice of that cake and it brought me back to when I was a child. It's those moments like that, it kind of brings you to, oh, this is why we do this. This is why we come in here and do this every day.
In this foodie world where every plate needs a descriptor, Neely just creates her own.
It's comforting, but it's not comfort food in the sense where it's heavy and fried, and it's not that kind of comfort food. This is comforting to your soul.
We just got deep there.
We did.
You know your daughter's gonna go, Mom.
Oh, that's so embarrassing, Mom.
But a daughter's eye roll can't change the truth. Tickets punch, all aboard. This is a meal that can move you.
This is so good.
Thank you.
Literally.
Thank you. I will take all the credit.
When you meet Chef Pat Gallagher, the restaurant you imagine this welcoming, friendly Northshore native would own is exactly what Gallagher's Grill in Covington is.
Upscale, but casual. White linen restaurant, but this is the North Shore. There are no coats and ties over here.
Chef Pat's roots run deep in St. Tammany. His father was legendary high school coach Hubie Gallagher.
You know, I got a chance to tell him before he passed away. He had more influence on me and my business that I'm doing now than he ever really imagined, because a restaurant is very much a team. And that was what he was so good at, is letting people know what their roles were and knowing that they were just as important as the head guy.
Recently, Open Table named Gallagher's a diner's choice restaurant, but the grill harkens back to a time before web reservations, where a town would have one, maybe 2 great restaurants, worthy of celebrating the grandparents' golden anniversary and also relax enough to handle an awkward first date. Here, a party doesn't have to choose between steaks or fish.
We've got the largest selection of fresh fish on a daily basis, I think, of anybody around here. But on the other hand, our beef and steaks and veal and lamb are our biggest sellers. So, I mean, there's a lot to choose from.
What does the chef choose?
What I like to eat, I said, well, I'm a carnivore. I like steaks and veal and lamb.
Gallagher's is a place with something for everyone, especially when one is looking to be treated special. If your GPS had a sweet tooth, that nondescript female voice would tell you to exit the I-10 when entering Slidell. Do not pass go, do not collect $200, and do not pass up these delicious pralines, or there will be some serious rerouting. Bayou Country General Store is a Cajun Cracker Barrel supersized, but it still has the old-fashioned allure of a general store. And it's all local.
Bayou Country, we have the best of Louisiana here, the best of the artists and the local crowds.
Bayou Country is a one-stop Louisiana shop. If you need a gift, a gator, or gumbo, it's here. You can also get real local flavors served up from the Blue Bayou Cafe. But their pralines make it a must-exit for anyone with the dental demand for sugar.
Why is a praline so tasty?
Because it melts in your mouth, and it's just heaven.
It's heaven
It's
in
heaven
your mouth.
in your mouth.
Take me to heaven.
Okay, we're gonna start with a lot of sugar.
Hello, sugar.
There's sugar, and then we're gonna add some more sugar.
Lots of sugar. Then some brown sugar. Then a couple of ingredients like evaporated milk and corn syrup. And then a quick spin.
You're not a natural.
But that's only because I lacked the needed gear.
Now I am a candy-making Oompa Loompa.
The major difference between this quintessential Southern treat and the original candy patty that was supposedly created by a 17th century French sugar industrialist is the old French sugar daddy used almonds. And here, they use Louisiana pecans.
The pecan and praline. This is actually how people in Louisiana know if you're from Louisiana. Can I get a praline with pecans
We're
in
like,
it?
where
They
are
go,
you from?
Where are you from?
Bayou Country is cooking up 6 different flavors of pralines, all handmade and hand-poured. But for the pure sugar rush of awesomeness, there is the chocolate pecan turtle, with its 3 layers of pleasure.
Here, let me get you some.
No, just give me some, no. Just don't give me some.
It is to die for. It's good.
Game over, Sweet Tooth. You've met your match, and it's the candy market at the Bayou Country General Store. A little taste of heaven right here, right off the interstate. There is a place where every day is summer vacation. A place where your very first taste of ice cream is being scooped up right now. A place where you know all the songs on the jukebox and are fine with your kids singing them out loud. Here at the Old Town Slidell Soda Shop, time travel is possible.
Mr. Frank, I am back to the future in here.
This would be 40s or 50s style soda fountain, you know, is what the experience that we're trying to project to people.
Mr. Frank started the Old Town Slidell Soda Shop in the late 80s.
The thing we try to serve is a soda shop experience, the same experience I had when I used to ride my bike down the foot of Canal Street to Waterbury's drugstore.
By recreating his childhood, Mr. Frank is passing it on to future generations.
Frank has been serving those kids ice cream for 9 and 5 years, but he has served me ice cream since I was that age. Lots and lots of years. This is a great place.
I can tell.
Birthday parties, fire truck rides, it's amazing. You get your report card, you're coming to Soda Shop. Get you a quarter off for every A.
Every A or B.
Yeah, every A or B, you get a quarter off. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that great?
Yes, young man, can I help you?
By lifting up the next generation, this soda shop has become a landmark in the community by creating one sweet memory at a time.
When you read the history of soda fountains, that's exactly what they were. It was a place for people to socialize and hang out and have a good time and enjoy themselves.
That enjoyment comes from treating oneself to all that this sweet spot has to offer. And that's a lot. They have more than 300 ice cream flavors that are offered 27 at a time. There are nectar sodas, floats, and shakes.
There's nothing in this place you need. We sell once.
I
You
want
want it.
I want the banana split. I'm going full McFly on this one,
Yeah,
people.
we'll do the whole
full
thing.
McFly.
In this time warp of awesomeness, portions are the size of cars from the 1950s.
And the banana's there to make sure you know it's healthy.
This is a place where an adult can use the word yummy and not feel embarrassed.
Mr. Frank, you said that you originally wanted to open up a place where people could just have birthday parties.
Birthday parties, yeah. And we do birthday parties.
Every dish is a birthday party.
But there was a time when the birthdays stopped, when this soda shop was shuttered by Katrina's floodwaters.
And people would ask me what I miss most about my business. The one thing was my customers, is the relationship that you have with your customers coming in and seeing them enjoy what you work so hard for. That's fun.
Today, as in the past, the fun continues. Sodas are sipped, and eyes are bigger than stomachs.
Mr. Frank, I'm just...
You're not finished.
The bananas, I gotta get the bananas. Come on.
You left the vitamins on there?
Today, as in the past, memories are being made at the Old Town Slidell Soda Shop. In the days before AC, St. Tammany Parish was a summer escape for wealthy New Orleanians. Today, you don't have to be rich to enjoy the area's open spaces and abundant aqua shenanigans, but you might have to cross Lake Pontchartrain. But that's okay. With the Northshore's growing culinary scene, the combo platter of awesome food with awe-inspiring view is worth crossing the world's longest overwater bridge. Minutes into Mandeville, you can enjoy a brew with a view at the Barley Oak. The only thing more spectacular than their local beer selection and their impressive burgers and sandwiches would be one of those Michael Bay movie sunsets on their porch. Just down the street is the charming Lake House, an eclectic and historic restaurant located in a stunning antebellum home overlooking the lake. There is also Rips on the Lake, where everything can relax except your fork and knife.
Bread pudding to the right of me, Trout Audrey to the left. Here I am, stuck in the middle, with a glass of wine as big as my head.
Rip's menu is pure Louisiana, with seafood creations that are worthy of the view.
Fish so fresh the seagulls are saying goodbye to their friend from yesterday. He was there yesterday, I don't know what happened to him. He's right here, playing with my asparagus.
The view in Slidell is equally as impressive, as many a seafarer can confirm, lured by the siren's call of Phil's Marina Cafe at the Tammany Yacht Club. They come by land and sea.
What is more beautiful, the food or your location?
Food.
Without hesitation.
Right.
This family knows food. They've been serving it up along this shoreline since 1982. You can tell how good the cooking is by the people who come in to eat.
We've had people that have caught fish and asked him to cook it, and we've cooked it for them.
If you're going to get up at the crack of dawn to catch it, you're only going to trust it to an expert. And the Salvaggio's expertise is there for the tasting in everything from their fish tacos to their homemade crab cakes.
That's not worth just sailing your boat over here. That's worth swimming Lake Pontchartrain for.
These restaurants with a view will surely satisfy your hunger while feeding the soul. And that's a combo platter that makes comfort food even more comforting. With a chef in every home and a go-to local place in every neighborhood, it takes a little something extra, or what the locals call lanyap, to get up and go to another neighborhood place. And KG's Restaurant and Oyster Bar has the lanyap. KG's in Mandeville is one of those places worth seeking out for its food and character.
You know, our motto at KG's is come in as a customer and leave as a friend. People will be talking from table to table. Everybody knows everybody by the end of the night.
Crawfish and cheese, oh, they were meant to be together. In my belly.
KG's is what the world imagines a Louisiana family reunion is all about. No one leaves hungry. Raw oysters, crawfish, Creole etouffee, and a little music.
I have a lot of eating here today.
Yes, you do, because we have homemade desserts too.
Call U-Haul. I'm gonna need a bigger vehicle.
That girl there ain't nothing but trouble for you.
Take a bite.
Mom's telling me to eat.
That's right.
She's telling me.
And after you finish chewing that, then you'll have room for this crawfish bisque that you can get nowhere in this parish. This is made fresh in our kitchen. We peel all the crawfish, stuff those heads, just like your mother or your grandma used to do.
My mother
Delicious.
couldn't do this.
Well, my mother could.
No offense to my mom, I love her dearly, but she didn't grow up in one of the best fried seafood places in New Orleans.
My family owned Bozo's on the South Shore for 85 years, so I was raised in a restaurant, sitting on a bar stool at 5 years old, learned a lot about Cajun cooking. I married a Cajun boy, and he taught me some more tricks.
Northshore resident and frontman of the band Ghost Town, Christian Surpass comes here to play and devour. According to the tall and talented musician, there's more than seafood in those po' boys.
When I put my boots on, I'm about 6'7". Now the thing is this, it's said, it's an old southern Louisiana tale, that if you eat fried shrimp po' boys, you will become tall. And also, you will learn how to play guitar. I don't know if it's true.
But will he be able to play off-key?
Please don't take my sunshine away.
Off-key or on, sunshine or gray skies, you are family at Kathy's, and a place is waiting for you at the table.
Sunshine, and you're making me happy when skies are gray. Stand up, people!
This is Louisiana sunshine. It's the warmth of a great meal. It's the glow of being with friends, even if you don't know their names. And the brightness of enjoying each moment of each bite. This is Louisiana sunshine, and there is so much more I need to taste.
How you like it? Beautiful, beautiful, Thomas. Beautiful.